Welcome.
This is big.
To the Hauraki Big Show.
Really big.
With Jason Hoyte, Minogue and Keyzie.
Oh, g'day, you mad bastards. Great to have your company this glorious Wednesday afternoon. It is the 15th of January 2025, and you, my friends, are listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Night and Day. Not bad. Mogi is stallion. God. Actually, we're both running black teas today, and geez, I wish I looked half as good as you Adonis. How's life, man, you sexy stallion?
Going pretty grouse there. Old mad dog Hoyte J. Old sick in the brain Hoyte, they call him. Something wrong with that guy, Keyzie?
Oh, he's a nutter.
Something really wrong with him. Going good, man. Another beautiful day here in the 09, and just proud to be a part of the Big Show, brother.
Sure,
Bringing
man.
some sick tunes and a few yarns to all the backbones out there. Get it in ya?
Kia kaha, man. Keyzie.
What? What? Didn't do anything. What? What's going on, man? How are you going?
Just you're looking good, man.
No.
You're looking really well. I'm loving your cap. What is that, New York?
New York Yankees.
Yeah.
Got it from the market.
And this
$4 US.
This
Wow.
is what I love about you, Keyzie. Everything you wear is immaculate,
Yeah.
clean. Jeez.
I wash my clothes, yeah.
Yeah, you really take care about your appearance, and good on you, man.
I do. I take care about my appearance because it means a lot coming in here, and you guys look at me all day, and I want you to be looking at someone that you guys go, oh, yeah, I'll be keen.
Can I tell you a little secret that happened today, which was quite exciting for old Hoyte J? We were filming a video, The Big Show, and I was pressed up right against Keyzie's buttocks.
Back door, yeah.
Yeah, and he actually clenched one of his buttocks while we were filming
Just
it.
one.
And I was there, and I actually saw this, and
Yeah,
Jace
yeah.
got 3 skin tags caught right in your butt crack.
I didn't even know. Is that what that
Yeah,
was?
man.
Yeah.
And boy, talk about tight buns. I'm fine, by the way, fellas, and I know I'm looking pretty hot as well. Hey, listen, massive show ahead.
What's in the show today, Jace?
Oh, look, I haven't got time to get into it right now.
You haven't even
Keyzie.
looked at the
I want to
doc,
get
have
into
you?
the tunes. Here's the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
News there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon. The time is exactly 12 minutes past 4 o'clock, and we have breaking news.
This is breaking news.
Douche.
We certainly do, fellas. The hoi-ho. The hoi-ho.
Right.
It is the iconic yellow-eyed penguin that...
Penguin.
penguin.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry. The hoi-ho. It's the iconic yellow-eyed penguin that is iconic here in New Zealand.
Yeah.
It's facing extinction over the past 15 years. The amount of nests that people have been able to find has dropped by about 80%.
Really?
So
Are they getting better at hiding them?
I think that's part of it. They were saying that they're just getting way better at hiding them.
Yeah. I hid my
'Cause they're
nest
smart
for
bastards.
years.
Yeah. And the other part of it is, overfishing, not enough food, people driving on the beaches and ruining their sort of
Penguins
nesting
are
areas.
birds, man.
Yeah, why
Penguins
would
are
people
best.
be fishing for penguins?
You can't fish for penguins, man.
That's a really good question,
I mean,
fellas.
I love my fishing, and I've never, ever gone out targeting penguin.
It's a bit weird, I guess, how you could make that mistake, Jase, because they can't fly. They can't fly to save themselves a penguin.
True.
Sorry,
so
fellas.
They
I feel
do a
like we-
lot of swimming. Hang on a minute, Keyzie.
Okay.
They do a lot of swimming, so people probably think they are a fish.
They could be mistaken for a fish.
But I want to be quite clear, they're not.
They're not fish.
Can I just make the point when I say I don't target penguin, that doesn't mean I don't catch them.
Penguin.
Penguin.
So is that the collective noun for a group of penguins? Penguin.
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 Anyway, overfishing means they've got less food, so they're malnourished, And
Yeah.
but one of the main things as well is that, let's say there's 100 new hoi-ho born, hatched at the end of the season, right?
Yeah.
Penguins mate for life. Out of that 100 hoi-ho,
Yeah.
we need them to shack up with one another.
Right.
All right, so basically what's needed is tips on how to get these penguins breeding, stop being so fussy, find a mate from the 100
Is
we've
that what
got
the problem
here.
is? They're
It's
not-
one of the problems.
Ah.
You
Right,
need
okay.
them to shack up together because they mate for life. So we're looking for ideas on what we can do to get these penguins breeding.
Nice.
I wonder if there's ever, if the penguin mate for life,
Penguins,
right?
yeah.
And they go and they find their partner. I mean, imagine the scenario where one of them's a dud root. You know what I'm saying? And so they're going...
I don't think
You know what I mean? Oh, God, I went with him, and he's really bad in the sack.
But they wouldn't know the difference, Jace.
Oh, you don't think?
I don't think
wouldn't,
they...
because they mate for life.
Yeah, well, maybe.
Yeah.
But also,
Or
they don't
maybe-
have a sack.
Maybe they had really high expectations of the first time.
Yes.
And then they had it, and like, he was really overexcited and, you know, arrived early.
Yeah.
And
Let's call
she was like, is that it?
Yeah.
And I've got to be with this guy for life?
Yeah.
What's that about?
How did he recover from that? Did it affect him, like, long term?
Well, you see, that could affect him as well. He might go, geez, I've been waiting for that for a long time, and I've just...
Well, exactly. But what we need to do is encourage more of these penguins to get into these relationships regardless of what might happen. We just need them to get together. So any ideas around that on 3483, feel free to send them through.
Yes, please.
I don't know whether you could go up there and blast sort of spicy music, you know what I mean? Romantic music, sexy music.
Yeah, that could do it.
Find the nests, jam like a Yui boom down inside it. I assume it's underground. Is it underground? No, it probably
No, it's
isn't.
on the ground.
So you can probably just blast like a loudspeaker system, some Barry White, stuff like that.
Maybe some sex toys in the nest or something.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, well, that would be brilliant. You get down there, Jason, start installing a few of the sex swings.
That's a great idea, Jase. That's really good stuff.
Because I've seen penguins in a swing, and they love that stuff.
3483, if you've got any ideas, because it is a dire situation.
Can I have a think about it while these songs are playing, man?
Mike, that is a great idea.
Thanks, man.
I'll think about it too, Mogi.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Smashing Pumpkins there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon, 24 minutes past 4 o'clock. We had some breaking news on the Big Show just a little while ago there. The yellow-eyed penguin, beloved creature of New Zealand, is in danger of going extinct, fellas.
It certainly is the penguin. The hoiho, as it's otherwise known. 100 or so chicks might be hatched this season. Maybe 20 of them will survive, apparently.
Is that right?
And because penguins mate for life,
Penguins.
they're a bit too fussy, so we need to get up there and encourage these penguins to get together. We're looking for ideas on 3483 and calls on 0800 Hauraki
Sure.
as well.
Speaking of which, we've got Luke on the line. G'day, Luke, you mad bastard. How's life?
Oh, g'day, fellas. Bloody excellent. Good to have you back at 25.
Oh, good on
Thanks,
you,
mate.
What do you
Thanks,
reckon,
mate.
you mad dog?
What's that?
What do you reckon, you mad dog?
Well, I reckon what you got to do, you got to have a bit of a hens party for the she penguins,
Yep.
and get it past the glass Barbie around. Get them at the gym. Chuck some tin around so that when they get home to their husbands, he just has to do what he's told, no matter what. And he's too terrified to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And
That's what's worked for me.
Oh, it's worked for you, Luke. Okay, cool.
Yeah, nice.
That's a good
Nice.
idea, man. Hey,
Not
thanks,
bad.
thanks for calling. It's a good. That's a good suggestion. We'll give you a little night and day voucher there, man. Plenty of texts coming through on 3483 as well, fellas. Try this on for size. Maybe Tinder for hoiho or penguin. You could release a nudie penguin calendar with a topless centerfold.
That's pretty good.
That's from Nicky. Aren't all penguins topless?
Yeah, but if you only show the top, then it makes them, it leaves a little bit to the imagination. It shows a bit of class.
Like put
Which-
some pants on one of them.
Well, which gave me my thought, because they are all topless. Maybe if they wear something really sexy, some outfits.
Like
Well,
lingerie.
that's right.
You know what I mean? A little
Yeah.
bit. Yeah, a little bit of lingerie. Why not?
Or like a nurse outfit.
Yes.
What about this one?
No, I didn't mean go sick, Keyzie.
What do you mean, a nurse?
Yeah, that's I like that, Keyzie.
What about this? Get old Hoyte J's nose to sniff out the good breeders?
Oh, nice.
I reckon we could do that.
Yeah.
Sure.
It seems to me like we need to get up there and actually teach these guys how to mate, though. That's the long and short of it.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know about you guys, but if you recall a little while back, I used to have a very loud neighbour who was very loud in the lovemaking
Yeah.
department. And
Vigorous lovemaker.
Vigorous lovemakers. And they used to sort of shout out over the fence line there.
Yeah.
Geez, that turned me on. And I'm thinking, maybe some sort of penguin audio, sexual audio.
Yeah, that could work. We could play that on the old speaker.
Yeah, I think so. Have we got anything like that, Keyzie?
Yeah, I'll track some down.
See
for
if you can find some, man, because everything's on the internet, man. It's bloody amazing. Another thing is we sort of expect the penguins to know how to make love.
Sure.
And maybe they don't know.
that it's in their blood.
So let's say you and I, Jase, for example, we go out there. Is it cold where those penguins live? I'd imagine that it is.
Oh, reasonable, yeah.
Because I like the cold weather, don't they? So if we went up there, Jase, and we made love and we showed them how it was done, for example.
Yeah.
Would they understand that, though? Because you guys look like humans to them. I think you'd have to...
Oh, we'd wear the outfits.
The penguin outfit.
We'd dress up like the bluebird, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Word, bluebird's the word.
Exactly.
All that sort of stuff.
And do that. I found some penguin audio, by the way, so you might have to sort of mimic this while you're doing it.
Yeah.
This is what they sound like.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's loving it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, if you guys could...
I reckon we could pull that off.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Weezer there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon. The time is 4:35.
And if you are in Christchurch this Friday, you'd like to come along and see the Big Show live, we're going to be at the Richmond Club. 4 p.m. till 7 is the official warm-up for the Black Clash. That's this Friday. Richmond Club, we'll see you there.
Looking forward to that, fellas?
Yeah.
It'll be good, eh? I love me a live show.
Oh, yeah.
Especially in Chichi. Because the people always turn up. Hey, now, I don't know if you will recall this, fellas. A little while back, I was talking about something that I wanted to implement in my life, and it's called swallowing the frog. Do you remember that conversation vaguely?
I do, mate, but I think it's worth a refresh for the listeners out there in Keyzie.
Nice.
Now, there's this concept called swallowing the frog, and what that means is if you've got something going on in your life that you need to deal with, you know, like a difficult conversation that you need to have or a difficult phone call that you need to get done, then you need to get into it and get it done. So, like, yesterday I had a scenario where I have a conversation that I need to have with the bank that is, you know, quite crucial to my future, right? And I was avoiding contacting the bank because I thought, you know what I mean, I'll just put it off and hopefully it'll all work out how I want it to.
Yes.
Which has always been my philosophy, and I'll put my hand up and say, I'm a shocker for just letting things run and then bugging the ass off me and not dealing with it.
So you're saying these things bug you?
Yes, Keyzie.
It's been bugging me.
So the concept of swallowing the frog is, at the beginning of your day, deal with all those things that you need to deal with and get done. Because the philosophy is, by doing that, it's not going to ruin the rest of your day.
Yeah,
so, for example,
I like that.
if I didn't deal with it, you know, and I didn't ring the bank today, I'm going to be thinking about it all day, and therefore it's going to affect my whole mood, my whole day. So I went, hoity J, it's all very well having these philosophies, but you've actually got to take action on them.
Oh, that's so
true. You've actually got to do the actual thing for it to work.
I hadn't thought of that.
Taking action. So I did it today. I followed my own philosophy.
You swallowed the frog.
I swallowed the frog. And at about 9 o'clock when the bank's open, I gave them a call and I dealt with the situation. And I've got to be honest with you, I talked to them about the loan that I'm going for so that I can sort of realise my wife and my dreams, and they denied it.
Right.
Not only did they deny my dream, they also said, and coincidentally, Mr. Hoyte, you actually owe us some money regarding blah, blah, blah. So not only did they deny my request, they also said, and with that in mind, you actually owe us this amount of money, which I'd completely forgotten about.
Well, the funny thing, I guess, about getting loans at your age is that they worry that you're going to die before you can pay it back.
Yes.
Was that something that came up in the conversation? I mean, they wouldn't have put it in so many words.
Yes, well, they did ask me about my durry consumption.
Yes.
And I said, yeah, I've increased that, bastard. Don't you worry about it. It's a stressful world we live in. They're like, too right.
Yeah.
But my point was, I took my own philosophy,
Well,
I took action, and it ruined my day.
Well, the thing, too, is usually, you know, if you are going for a loan, they'll be like, what's it for? You know, is it a smart investment? You want to start a business, that sort of thing.
Yeah, sure.
So this was for your wife and your dream. So what was that?
It's actually to do with repairs, actually, because I didn't tell you fellas this over the week.
Oh, I know what it is.
Over the
plastic surgery,
over
nose
the
repairs.
No, Keyzie.
What?
Over the holidays, we had a vigorous session on the sex swing. It fell and brought the whole roof down in our bedroom. So I needed to get that fixed up. I needed to get a loan for that to happen. They said no siree, Bob.
Yeah.
You know, so if I hadn't have taken my own philosophy today and just gone, I'll just wait and see how it goes, I would have had a great day today. Instead, it was ruined by me swallowing the frog and calling the bank. So don't swallow the frog. Just delay. If you're worried about something, just go into denial about it. Don't take action on it because it'll probably turn out for the best anyway, and you don't want to ruin the day you're already having.
Yeah, sure. Is there still a hole in your ceiling, man?
Massive one.
Where have you strung up your sex swing?
In the
Jase.
corridor.
You have a corridor.
But the problem with the corridor is it's quite slim.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I like to really
Because you
rock
don't
that
always want to
bastard
go
around.
back and forth. Sometimes you want to go left to right.
Yeah, sometimes you want to do the helicopter.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Regurgitated there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon. The time is 4:48. Now a big weekend coming up. Of course, the Black Clash down in beautiful Christchurch. I'm going to be commentating. You fellas are going to be in the spa pool drinking beersies. Geez, tough life. And we're also going to be doing a live show on the Friday afternoon. Whereabouts is that again, Keyzie?
That's at Richmond Club down in
Richmond Club.
Christchurch. 4 till 7, come down. Big show live, free backbone tees, the official warm-up for the Black Clash. So we'll have some players there as well.
Yeah.
And we're down in Christchurch thanks to Air New Zealand's Grab a Seat. But Jase, you are actually commentating the big game again.
Yes.
TVNZ 1, 6:30 p.m. or TVNZ Plus online if you want to stream it. But we are doing the incredibly original idea of getting phrases from everyone that you have to
Yes.
slide into your commentary.
Yes.
First phrase. Someone gets caught from behind. You have to say, he's taken roughly from behind.
Yeah.
So that's the first one you have to say. In fact, it's so official, I'm going to just put a little ding after that.
But hang on, it's not necessarily the first one I have to say. It's
Well,
just
that's the
one of
first
the things I
locked-in
have to
one.
say.
Thank you.
It's locked in.
Yes.
The next one, which we decided on yesterday, we decided to put to a vote. You could do it on the Hauraki Big Show's Instagram story. It was between, I bet he's got a set of burnt meat patty nips, referring to someone, maybe Chris Gale, or...
Can you...
What? Can I what?
Racism alert. Racism alert.
I think you can't, because you're so bad with racism.
Yeah,
I don't
it
think
would-
you
it
can
would be
say.
bad coming out of your
You know what I
mouth.
mean? And the fact that we played that, yes. Anyway, it was between, I bet he's got a set of burnt meat patty nips, or after someone hits a 6, cook the man some eggs. The result of that vote was 67% in favour of cook the man some eggs.
Great.
So
Great.
we are officially locking that in as the second phrase.
How do you think you'll deliver that one, Jace? Can you give me a little...
Look, it's always been my philosophy, Mogi, on that front to commit fully.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So it's got to be, cook the man some eggs! What a shot! That's what I'm thinking.
Yes.
I mean, is that going to be the end of my career,
That
though?
is
what
a
I'm...
huge stroke from Gale.
Cook the man some eggs!
Done. That is excellent. That's great.
It's going to be the end of my career, though, isn't it?
That's fine. You've
Not
done way
at
worse
all.
stuff. You've done way
It's
worse stuff.
Kiwiana, man.
It's all goods. Also, we chucked up on the Radio Hauraki Facebook page just basically a post saying, look, what do you want Jase to slide into the commentary? People have commented, which is great. First comment here, which was my favourite. This is from Nathan. Why? Not even funny.
Oh, yeah. That's good.
That's a good one.
Okay.
A lot of people are asking you to introduce yourself as two-stroke Hoity J.
Yes.
Okay.
Should do that.
Someone wants you to refer to an absolute pie or something as a succulent Chinese meal. Someone is that people are really, really keen for you to just slip as many my wives and backbones into the commentary as possible.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
down for that?
Yeah, particularly my wife, yeah.
The douche.
The douche is good for sixes.
I'll be honest, I got a couple of those in last year.
Oh, did you? Good.
Yes, I did.
Two wipes. That's from Suzanne. Scott wants you to mention. Oh no, I won't do that. Someone here wants you to mention pink dillies.
Oh.
Dadouge again. Ruth wants you to use the word flange. Look, so it's, to be honest, it's up to you. Which
Yeah.
one of these is striking your fancy at the moment?
Nothing at the moment. But text us
Actually,
3483, by the way, and we'll have an assessment after 6 o'clock tonight, maybe.
That's
what do
right.
you
We'll
feel?
finalise. We'll get it down to 2, and then we'll put it to the vote over the Instagram on the story overnight, and we'll have the decision tomorrow. On tomorrow's show.
We'll lock it in. Everyone that texts through on 3483, by the way, in the draw for a $50 night and day voucher.
Beautiful. Oh, bit of the cult for you.
Son.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
The Colt there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show, Wednesday afternoon. The time is 4:56. Hey, coming up after 5 o'clock, a lady by the name of Liz is coming in from Youthline to talk to us about the services that they offer. A bit of a serious chat I'm picking, fellas, but a very important one.
I agree, yeah. Liz from Youthline will be a bit of a chat about all the things that they offer in terms of support for the young folk out there going through rough times and just needing somebody to have a yarn to.
Beautiful.
Also, it says here, Jase, that you've got me a potential interview or audition, is it?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do, Keyzie.
Is it a good one? This is the first one of the year, so I'm excited.
I think it's a good opportunity for sure.
Okay, great.
So we'll be talking about that and some plans I've got in place to help your chances, I guess.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Also, everyone listening, keep those texts coming on 3483 of suggestions of things Hoyte J can slip into his commentary of the Black Clash this weekend. Everyone that does that in the draw for a $50 9-day voucher.
Beautiful.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Yeah, welcome back, you massive backbones. Hope you're getting through your Wednesday tickety-boo. You are, in fact, listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Night Day. By the way, with that in mind, we've got $50 night day vouchers for people that text through on 3483 or give us a call on 0800 Hauraki or send us, what are they called?
Talkback.
Talkback.
Postcard. To be fair, if someone sent us a postcard,
How good would that be?
yeah, I'd give them $50.
Yeah.
A voucher, that is.
Yeah.
Hey, huge show coming up, fellas.
Oh, my God.
It's massive. And if you actually would like to see this huge show live, we're going to be down in Christchurch this Friday, aren't we? 4 till 7.
4 till 7, yeah.
At the
Down
Richmond
at
Club.
Richmond Club.
So come on down.
Yeah, totally. Hey, now coming up in the show, as we previously mentioned, we've got Liz from Youthline coming on. Mogie's got some trade meet chitty chat,
Yeah, man.
which we'll be getting into very, very shortly. But let's kick off with a bit of Foo Fighters, shall we? Turn it up.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Yes, indeed. Old Jay there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon. The time, 21 minutes past 5 o'clock. Great news, Keyzie.
What's that, man?
People might not know this. I'm Keyzie's agent. He was very keen, Mogie, as you know, to get into the acting world, to expand his horizons, I guess you'd say. And he came up to me as an experienced agent, as an experienced and world-famous actor, and he said, Hoyte J, can you help me out with my career here?
Help me out.
I said, hello, Governor, can you help me out?
with my career, yeah?
Help me out there. A little bit of chimney sweeping.
Yeah.
And with great reluctance, I agreed. Now, so he's on my books. We haven't had a great run, Mogie, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
Not
for lack of trying.
No, not for lack of trying. And
Well-
it's always hard when you start off, Keyzie.
If you use the phrase pushing shit uphill,
when you're working with a relative unknown.
Yeah.
Because people have got to get to know your skill set. Quite often they'll just go off your look, and you've got a great look in terms of that sort of goofy, durbrainy kind of look. You know what I mean? But
so have you got me a role, Jase? Is that what this is about?
I've got you an audition because as an agent yourself, Mogie, things are beginning to heat up, mate.
Oh, mate.
Isn't it weird that you two are both agents?
It's very odd.
Yes,
it's rare.
it's very rare.
But, you've even, some of the greatest actors in the world, like you and me, Jace, you got to have a side gig.
Totally.
Diversifying.
Yeah. And it's it's a relatively small part, but
I don't expect the world.
nor should you. The reality is, because I'll say it to you, and I know you'll go, "Oh, what? Nah." But just hear me out.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, all right.
It's a sewage worker.
Oh.
What do you mean sewage worker?
Well, he works in the sewage plant.
Oh, like process, like
Is he like
a log breaker too?
Yeah, at a
Literally a log breaker.
Right.
And he has a stick and he breaks up the tubes there.
And why do they do that? So it can go through the machine.
So it breaks down easier, Mogie. And the last thing you need is a massive log jam.
So, and you need a guy with a stick to do that, because I feel like there'd be a mechanical solution to that. They still have a guy with a stick.
That's still a manual thing, actually, weirdly enough.
Oh, that's great.
So I got you an audition for that. And it is a movie.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, that's the thing. Like, I'm not doing the job. You know what I mean? I'm just in a movie playing a guy who's breaking up turds with a stick.
That used to be the way it was done.
Yeah, but you will be breaking up poos with a stick.
Well, yeah, obviously, while I'm on, obviously.
And one of the things that I realised that I was remiss in last year, Keyzie, and I should have been more supportive of you, is giving you a better opportunity. No, not payment. It's more to do with giving you the experience so that when you go to these auditions, you've got a real idea of what's going on and, you know, what the guy's background is, what his work is. So with that in mind, I've actually got you some work for a week in a sewerage plant breaking up logs.
Yes.
And I thought it's important because that way you go into the audition with the knowledge. You go, I've been here, I've done this. I am the
log breaker.
Yeah, the log breaker.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
Because there used to be a time, Keyzie, when you just act.
Yes.
But nowadays, you have to be the thing. Like, you can't employ somebody to act like A, B, or C. They have to be a plumber, or they have to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's very tenuous out there. You've got to be employing the right people that otherwise wouldn't get a shot.
Okay.
So you need to know how and be that thing in order to be hired as that thing.
Okay.
And I know... It sounds silly, Keyzie, but
well, no, I get it.
When you're doing the audition, you'll remember that smell of excrement in your nostrils.
So they're shooting
it
it at a sewage plant, a part of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, first of all, how big's the role? Like, is it a massive role? Are we talking huge
You
here?
mean log?
No. Sorry, I mean...
It's a log stirrer.
Sorry, no, what I meant was how big is the part in the movie that I will be playing?
Yeah.
Look, you'll be in a lot of shots.
Right, and how big is a big movie? Is it like a feature? Like a feature length?
I'll be honest with you, it's a student short film at the film school there. But that's where...
Which film school? The one here in Auckland?
No, it's out in... what's that place out west?
I don't know.
Ranui.
Yes.
Ranui Film School. And it's an opportunity for a young and upcoming director and a young and upcoming actor.
Okay, and is it paid?
No.
Okay, and how long do I have to work at the turd plant for?
About a week. I thought, immerse yourself in it, as it were.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
That's not bad a week.
He's asking me to immerse myself in turds.
Well, no, I mean, not literally immerse yourself in there because,
I
you know,
okay.
Well,
I want to show that I'm good at following directions.
Sure, yeah, totally.
Sign me up, man. I'm keen.
And there's no lines or anything. Most of your shots is your sort of background dude breaking log.
So you can't even see me properly. I'm sort of blurry in the background.
Oh, you can't see you properly, but, I mean, for people that know you, they'll go, there's Keyzie.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Mike, is it a good idea?
Look, there's no such thing as a bad idea, man. You've got to get yourself on screen in any way you can. And if you're on set, you might find that the director wants to pull you into shot, give you a couple of lines. You never know.
Right.
But you've got to be on set to find out.
Oh, is there a set?
Well, a set is any place where you're filming.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You'd be good, man.
And actually, it is being filmed live in a sewage plant to give it that realistic kind of vibe. And I think in the final scene, you actually get knocked into the pond.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Yes, indeed. Queens of the Stone Age here on the radio. Hauraki Big Show this glorious Wednesday afternoon. Now, our next discussion is going to be slightly serious, and I think it's an important discussion that we need to have because we've got Liz from Youthline with us. First and foremost, Liz, welcome to the Big Show.
Thank you.
It's very nice to have you here. And mental health is something that we often talk about on our show. And in fact, Mike and I have just been in the podcast with our own Angie.
We have.
Called Mental as Anything, where we talk about our own mental health issues, anxiety and stuff like
Panic
that. Panic attacks, that kind of stuff. You're involved specifically with Youthline, the young people. I've got young daughters. It's a tough world out there for them to deal with, and something like Youthline obviously is a really important what would you call it? Tool for the kids to use.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it feels like now more than ever we're needing services available to our young people to talk about what's happening for them.
Sure.
Really, really common things we're seeing is young people feel like they're not bad enough to receive support services, but also that young people come to us because they're saying, you know, the skills and techniques that they might have learnt before to manage how they feel just don't work anymore and they need something new.
Sure.
What exactly is it that Youthline does day to day and what services do they offer?
Yeah, so Youthline, so I work particularly in Youthline Auckland, and we have 3 distinct services. So we have our youth development team that provides youth mentoring and youth programs in schools. We also have a counselling team that offers therapeutic services to 12 to 24-year-olds. And then we have our helpline team, which is a national service available 24/7, every single day, no matter whether it's a holiday or it's the middle of the night. We're there for young people that need to talk to us.
And so you have Kiwis on the other end ready to talk 24/7. I didn't realise that.
Yeah, 24/7. So thanks to ASB last year, we had sort of a crisis service that existed after hours. We were able to put that into a full complement of the team.
Yeah, right.
And the reality is, Liz, times have changed greatly over the years. Like when Mogi and I and Keyzie were young fellas.
Hey, don't let me in with you guys.
It wasn't all that long ago, obviously. But seriously, it's a completely different environment these kids are growing up in now. I particularly hate and despise social media where kids never get the opportunity of switching off. Yeah. And we know what kids are like with their phones. If I try and take my phone off my daughter, expect World War III. It's chaos. So it is a different environment for kids from when we grew up.
Yeah, absolutely. And look, social media's got its pros and its cons. It's done amazing things in being able to connect young people with each other, not just in New Zealand, but globally. So, the young person who might have struggled to make friends previously can do that more easily now over social media. But like you say, there's some not so good things that come with it as well.
Yeah.
But what's incredible as well about what you're doing, I sort of remember back in the day, the Samaritans and everything, and Youthline as well, but everything was just the phone. Yeah. But given the way that, young people are communicating with each other now, you've got more than just the phone as a way to get in touch with Youthline. Can you chat us through that?
Oh, because just before you do, because one thing I've noticed is anyone under the age of sort of 20 terrified of making a phone call.
Yeah.
Terrified. It's all chat.
Yeah. And when I keep saying helplines and I keep saying can call and talk to us, and actually the reality is they don't call and talk to us. They're more likely to send us a text message or to web chat us.
Yeah, right.
And excitingly, very soon, I can't say too much, but we will be opening up other channels where we know young people exist to give them an opportunity to contact us in another way.
Well, it's really interesting, you should come over to my household one day, Keyzie.
Waiting for the invite, mate.
Talking to your teenagers, sometimes, you're up against a brick wall and they're not going there. And they do have alternate ways of sort of communicating with you. So it's important, I guess, that technology keeps up with what the kids are dealing with now. And they are sort of loath to have a one-on-one kind of chat about how they're feeling about stuff.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And I've been working in youth mental health for a long time, and I've often said to parents, do an activity and have a conversation. Like, it's actually quite intimidating, even as adults, to sit across from somebody and have a really deep and meaningful conversation. So, do something together, engage in an activity and have a bit of a conversation on the side. If you're not making that direct contact, you're much more likely to get something out of them.
So I think I really wanted to get across to the listeners out there, Liz, is that in Auckland, you've got Counselling Your Way, which is 8 free counselling sessions. It's available to people that live in Auckland only at this stage. That's a hell of a lot of assistance for people. Can you talk us through that?
Yeah, so we're really proud of the fact that we offer free counselling services. There are a lot of services that young people can't access because cost is a barrier to being able to get support. Counselling Your Way is just one of the many counselling programs that we offer that has free counselling support for our young people.
If anyone is interested in learning more or getting in touch, free 24/7 text at 234. That's the number you just have to text. You can call 0800 37 66 33 or email them talk@youthline.co.nz, or of course chat via the web chat that Liz was mentioning.
That's right, and you're not an idiot if you ask for help. It's incredible that there's people out here like you, Liz, that dedicate their lives to trying to help young people, make it easier for them, that we've got services like Youthline that are available to people. So give it a crack. You don't have to tell anybody about it. You can do it privately. You can share it with your friends and all that sort of thing, but there are professionals out there that can help you navigate whatever it is that you're going through, and it's really important that you take advantage of this, especially if you're feeling under pressure in any way.
Absolutely, and you don't have to feel like it's got to be really bad before you reach out to us. no matter how big or small the problem is, come and talk to us.
Yeah, beautiful. Get into it, New Zealand. Talk it out, I say. Talk it out. Liz from Youthline, thank you so much for coming in. We should get you back throughout the year.
Of course.
See what you guys
Always
are doing.
happy to come back.
Yeah, and have another chat.
Especially if the Foo Fighters are here.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Oh, gotta love a bit of Queen, fellas?
So good, man. It's classic.
You're really good.
It's so good. Hey, have you guys ever used a bidet?
No,
I haven't.
No.
I actually haven't.
Because obviously in New Zealand, we're a country where everyone just traditionally uses toilet paper.
Just twice. Just twice.
Just twice, some people. Other people like to go until it's clean. Over the holidays when I was away, I booked
Where'd you go
a
again,
resort Cambodia.
Oh, wow. How cool.
Great. We finished up on this island, which is, it's probably like the Fiji of Cambodia. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Beautiful island, a cool little resort. However, what I didn't realize is this resort was quite isolated, and because of that, the sewage system couldn't handle toilet paper. So above the toilet, it said, "Please do not put toilet paper down the toilet."
Did you take your own toilet paper with you?
So no, there was toilet paper there, and I was like, "Well, there's toilet paper there. What are you supposed to do with it? You're supposed to put it in the bin next to the toilet." Exactly.
Can I tell you, Keyzie, when I was in Mexico, the same thing happened, and it was just a bucket, and then they would just take them out in the evening and just burn it.
Burn the turd paper.
Burn the turd
exactly.
paper.
But Jase, this is where it's wrong. Is next to the toilet was a bidet on a hose, like a little mini shower head. The whole trip they'd been there on every single toilet, but we don't use them. However, this time, what it meant was, unless you want to put turd paper in the open bin, you have to use the bidet, because we Googled it. You have to use the bidet, and the paper is just to dry yourself.
Oh, yeah.
So it shouldn't be dirty.
But you're still using toilet paper.
Yes, just to dry yourself, and then you put that in the bin. That's fine. That can be thrown away. However, a whole heap can't be flushed down the toilet.
Right.
So we had to Google how to use a bidet. Basically, how it works is after you've done your business, you put the toilet seat up.
Your 3 tubes.
Business is poos, Jace.
Yes.
Yeah. But I wasn't doing like accounting.
You didn't still have the diarrhea then, did you?
No. It had gone by then,
good.
Jace. Okay, thanks for asking. So what you have to do is you put the toilet seat up.
Yes.
Right? You haven't. You flush. I'll flush. I'll flush first.
Okay.
Toilet seat up. You stand up. You turn around.
Face it.
You koala the toilet.
Oh,
you
okay.
sit down and you seal the front of the
Like
toilet
reverse
off.
cowgirl.
Like reverse cowgirl.
Okay, yeah.
The toilet. Okay, and that's with the seat up. You then get the hose, the nozzle. You bring it down between your legs into the toilet bowl, and you aim it up to the
Into the
infected
nose.
area.
This is not a bidet. This is a garden hose up the nuss.
Well, it's what I felt like.
This is not an actual bidet, though, is it?
No, that is a type of bidet. Yeah, it's a very common one throughout
It's
Asia.
a shower head.
It's a small shower head, and it can be warm. It can be as high pressure as you want. I went for very low pressure, so I did that, and I was like, I think I'm done here.
Yeah.
Did it for a wee while, maybe 30 seconds of really giving it
That long?
Yeah, just in case, because I've
Yeah.
never, I don't want to be,
I reckon 2 or 3 seconds would be fine for me.
Yeah, for you, of course. You probably wouldn't even use it. I then stood up and realised that I hadn't quite sealed off the front of the toilet.
Oh, so splashing out the back.
So I was spraying. There's like
Yeah.
a line of water pointing from the front of the toilet out towards the door, the exit there.
With little bits of excrement in it.
No, Jace, we don't have to get...
Well, I mean, that's the reality.
Well, maybe. And so I got the shower head and from the actual shower and sprayed down the whole bathroom floor just in case. It was
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was sweet.
Yeah.
But that was my experience. And then from that point on, I just said stuff it and started doing it the old-fashioned way.
Did you?
Yeah, because it can't do it, and I can't.
What was wrong with it? Did it feel awesome?
Yeah.
Was it warm water?
Yeah, it was.
What part of it did you not like? Because I'm
unfamiliarity.
That. Yeah.
Because my understanding of a bidet is that it's locked in place.
No, that's very similar. Some of them are.
Yeah.
Some of them it
And
sprays
then you
automatically.
push buttons on the side,
Yes.
and there's all sorts of carry-on that can happen
And
there. Then also they have, and maybe these are the Japanese ones, which are fairly famous, and they also dry your backside.
Yeah, there's all
because I don't
sorts.
see what the point is if you're still going to be using toilet paper.
Just to dry yourself, not to clean yourself.
Yeah, but nevertheless, you're still using toilet paper.
But-
So I thought the idea was that you would not use toilet paper, so you're saving the planet.
No, that's not what it's for. It's for better cleanliness because you are cleaning it with water first and the toilet paper is just to dry. Whereas if you think about it, if you had some crap on your arm or something and you wiped it off with paper, you'd be like, that's not good enough. I need to wash it. We don't
True.
do that. So it's for that.
But it is just, you know.
Yeah, well, these are all the thoughts and discussions that my wife and I had while on holiday.
And then you went back to just wiping. I'd love to have a bidet.
Jase?
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
The Killers there on the radio. Hauraki Big Show coming up after 6 o'clock. As always, of course, what's on the TV with me, Mike Minogue. And also, we have the final phrase that I have to say in the commentary on Saturday for the Black Clash. How do we feel about that, fellas? We'll nut out the third phrase.
That's right. Keep your suggestions coming through on 3483. We will lock it in, and then Hoyte J will have to slip it into his commentary come Saturday night.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike, and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Welcome back, you massive backbones. You are listening to the Big Show, brought to you by Night and Day. Now, with the podcast outro today, which is the warm-up to the radio show, which we make into a podcast and send it out to the ether, today I think we avoided the filth, generally speaking. Is that correct?
It was the Hoyte J retirement special.
Oh yes, that's right.
Yeah.
A big retirement plans.
Yeah, we basically delved into that for 11 or 12 minutes.
And I think we ruined it for you, Jace, because you found out it was probably going to cost you up to 600% more than what you thought.
Sure.
Because you love spending money, eh?
Yeah, totally, man. It's my favourite thing in the world, Keyzie.
Hey, if you want to listen to the podcast outro, it comes out daily along with the highlights package of the full radio show.
Yeah.
Just open your podcast app and type in Hauraki Big Show. That's what you did at the start of the show, Jase. And it'll come up. Here's
Great
a clip of
stuff,
today's one. Have you got plenty of savings?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
He's got dog
Sweet.
squad money, man.
Yeah. My dog squad money. Just do it, man.
Sweet, man. Well,
But what are you looking at? So you can do that for 25 years on the amount of savings you've got?
Easy. Easy. I'm planning a very simple life, fellas.
It'll be bloody simple, all right?
You know, I don't need much in my life. You know, we get caught up in property and stuff, and it's just like, nah, man.
Do you know what I think of, man, when I see you retired? You know what springs into my mind?
Sure. Tell me.
I see you. You remember that documentary, Last Stop Larimer? You remember that fella on there?
Yeah, Lighton.
Yeah. That's
drinking light beers. He's by my caravan all day long.
There was a murder in this little town of 5 people there, and Hoyte J featured in this documentary. It's in the outback of Australia, and that's what I envision, Brent.
Yeah,
it's just you. You're named after a beer, Light Can Billy. Is his name because he's always got a can of light in his hand.
Yeah,
yes,
and he was an absolute mess of a human.
And he sort of lives under a sheet of corrugated iron.
And he had half a tongue, didn't he? Did he have like half a tongue?
And a massive honker.
Yes.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Nirvana there on the radio. Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday evening. Now, the Black Clash is happening this Saturday down in Christchurch. I'm going to be commentating that to a massive worldwide audience, I might point out, fellas.
That's right.
So we've been saying to the punters, what do you want me to say in the commentary, or infiltrate into the commentary, getting your ideas. I've got to be honest with you, I'm feeling quite tense about it.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I personally don't think you'll do any of them. That's my gut feeling. I think when the time comes, you'll think about the 10 million international viewers and you won't do it.
Keyzie, you've known me for a long time. Have you ever known me to not take up a challenge?
I don't think I've known you to take up a challenge.
Now, I guarantee you at least 2 of these will be on air.
Okay, well, that's good because we've got 2 locked in already. The first one is if someone is caught behind, you have to say, and he's taken roughly from behind. The next one is if someone slaps it for 6, you have to yell, what an amazing shot, cook the man some eggs.
Does it have to be specifically about a shot? Could it be about a great catch?
Yeah,
for example?
absolutely. It can just be used whenever.
Is the phrase cook the man some eggs, is that it?
That's the phrase.
Yeah, okay.
And it has to be in excitement.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yelled.
In excitement.
A lot of people have been suggesting stuff on the Hauraki Facebook page, also texting through on 3483. A few people have suggested that you introduce yourself as Two-Stroke Hoyte J.
Yeah.
Or someone here wants you to introduce yourself as Steve from Guidance.
Sure. The only issue that I have with Two-Stroke Hoyte J is that people will think I'm pulling my pud.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There is that.
That's my only issue with that one.
Well, you could go into detail and explain how you got that.
Yeah, well, I could do that.
People would love to hear it.
Yeah, I'm two-stroke, Jason Hoyte. The reason I'm called two-stroke is I don't wash my ass properly.
Yeah.
Any taking your fancy there, Mogi?
Oftentimes you'll find with spinners, Jase, they'll use a little bit of saliva to get purchase on the ball.
Yes,
So
or
when you
shine the ball.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
So when you see that, you can say, hot to and spit on that thing.
Yeah, could you? Because that's a real hot, fresh saying at the moment. That's a hot, fresh saying at the moment. So could you do that?
Honestly, how good would that be?
Yeah, because it's so hot and fresh right now.
But it's the lack of freshness that would make it great.
Yeah. I reckon that could be an option.
Yeah, that's definitely an option. This one here, not bad.
Can you refer to if someone bowls like a really good ball, you could say that ball is delicious. I'm going to call that ball a cheese ball. Would you do that? Would you, Jase?
Yeah, maybe.
He's taken a slash outside of off stump, but it's dribbled down his leg as an option.
There's a good suggestion there. What about someone here just wants you to have 3 my wives and 3 backbones thrown in there, all of which are yelled.
I sort of feel like one my wife, but a really,
really good one.
Like, my wife!
Yes.
So
and that would be the thing, because if you're just saying my wife, that's nothing, but the delivery is key.
Or like my wife. Or like my wife. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be that yelling.
My wife. Or you could do like a multiple just under your breath. My wife.
Yes.
My wife. Sort of like that. So can you say my wife? My wife. Can you say my wife real quick?
My wife!
My wife!
Guys, can we finalise these?
My wife.
So what are we doing? We're getting this down to 2?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I like that my wife idea.
Yes.
I like cheese balls. What was the other one? We had a third one that we quite liked.
Two-stroke intro.
Two-stroke intro.
I like
that as
introduce yourself as two-stroke Jason
Come on.
Hoyte.
Well, as I say, my concern with that is that people will think I'm pulling myself.
Yeah.
Well, you are.
Yeah.
Anyway, what we'll do is we'll chuck a couple up at the Hauraki Big Show's Instagram story, and you guys can vote for the ones you want. And is 3 enough, Jace? Have we got enough? Is 3 enough for you?
Oh, we'll see how we go.
All
We'll
right.
keep going.
We'll keep going, I think.
All right. Hauraki Big Show Instagram story.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Crowded house there on the radio. Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon. Let's talk TV! What's on the telly with Mike Minogue? Yeah.
Slow horses, man.
Oh, wow.
God.
Gary Oldman.
Gary Oldman. It's really, really good. It gets better and better. To begin with, I was like, oh, God. But it is really good, and it gets better and better and better. I just finished the 4th season last night.
Wow. Has it got that many seasons?
It's got that many seasons, but only 6 45-minute episodes in each one.
Yes.
And each one is a new sort of security threat to the nation, which is all wrapped up in the one season.
Yes. What's that on again, Mogi?
Apple.
Ah.
It's very good. Very
Yes.
good. I really enjoyed it. Highly recommend. And even though at times you might be getting a bit over it, just stick with it because it does get better. New season coming soon.
Speaking of new seasons, I started watching the new season of Squid Games.
Oh, did you, man?
Yeah.
Squid Game.
Squid Game, sorry. Look, the first series I loved. It was great. I felt the first series kind of teetered out a little bit towards the end.
I can't remember a thing about it.
And petered out, yeah. And I must admit, the start of the series, I was like,
Yeah.
I had a few of those moments, like having to remember the story, remember the characters, all that sort of stuff. And it requires a level of concentration, which sometimes, frankly, I'm not very good with, Mogi. If I'm tired or whatever's going on, it's like, oh, can I be bothered trying to remember how everything goes and all that sort of stuff? Yes, Keyzie.
You know how I always try to fix stuff for you? Do you ever watch like a recap of the first season on YouTube? Like
my question was going to be, do they have a recap?
No.
Right.
They didn't have a recap.
That's not good for them.
And so my wife and I, at the start of it, we're going,
My wife!
My wife and I, at the start of it, we're going, oh, so who is he again?
Oh.
You know, those conversations.
Well, that feels like that might be a bit... Are you saying what everybody looks the same? I'm concerned about that.
Well, I mean,
Jase.
I mean,
should I play it? Should I play
I
it?
think so.
Okay.
Racism alert. Racism alert.
Not specifically, that's not what I meant. So I was in a sort of mood of who's who, and then we're having that pointless conversation between my wife and I because, let's be honest, she can't remember.
Okay.
And so we're both going, oh, was he? Are you sure he wasn't there? That puts me in a hoo of a mood.
I can remember nothing about that. All I remember is that one bit where they're walking out and the thing turns around, and if they move, they get shot.
Yeah,
that was in the first episode. And I really enjoyed that season. That's all I can remember.
Yeah, sure.
And at the time, it's the biggest show in the world. Have you seen it? Now, completely gone.
It's funny how TV shows do that nowadays. Like, remember Tiger King?
Yeah.
You know, and like everyone is obsessed with one thing. You have to watch it.
Yeah.
Then it was that movie about the guy in college in America. Something... Oh, God.
Speaking of Tiger King, have you seen the new series with the gorillas?
No, I've heard that it's quite funny.
Yes,
What's it called? Gorilla King?
No, is it gorillas or... No, it might be chimpanzees or something like that where they rip people's faces off and stuff.
Oh, that's good eating.
Yeah, you'd probably quite like it,
I love
actually.
it, man. What did you watch, Keyzie?
Chimp Crazy, I think it's called.
Oh, Chimp Crazy, man. That's the name of it. It's so true, Jase. I'll have to check it out, man. I don't want to talk about what I'm talking about because I'm trying to find the name of this frickin' thing.
Oh, that's unprofessional, man. You should have sorted that out.
You should have prepped for that sort of thing, Keyzie.
Saltburn?
Saltburn. Okay, well, you got there in the end. It's put me in a hoo of a mood.
The Hauraki Big Show podcast.
Soundgarden there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday evening. Now, listen, New Zealand, I imagine a few of you over the Christmas break and New Year's break spent a massive amount of cash.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Totally. I'm talking massive dollops of cash, fellas.
A wodge.
So I'm imagining that a lot of people are going back to work and going, geez, the old bank balance, fellas, is looking a little slim.
Yeah.
I mean, not in my case because of the dog squad money, but for a lot of people out there, they're really struggling. So how would you like to win $5,000 cash? Let me put that to you. How can they do that, Keyzie?
Without fail, the old lob to Keyzie for the admin.
Yeah.
That's a really good point, Jase. You can win $5,000. If you are low in the sort of financial department, the best thing you can do is buy more stuff, aka pies from Dad's Pies, because there's a Hauraki pie out now. You might have seen it. It's Angus steak and jalapeno cheese. And if you take a photo of yourself with that and either chuck it on your social media and tag Hauraki or go to hauraki.co.nz and upload a photo there, you can win $5,000.
I haven't had one of those pies for a while, or any pie for a while. Actually, this year.
I had
bloody yum, man.
I had a B&E pie yesterday, actually.
I have a lot of pies when you're travelling. You know, over the break.
Yes.
When you're on the road,
Yes.
pies to burn.
Yeah.
Pies to burn.
To burn.
It's a great travel food,
It's
isn't
a
it?
real piece of Kiwiana, and especially this Hauraki pie, Jase, that's got the old
Mike.
jalapeno in it.
That's yummy,
You know,
isn't it?
That's Kiwi.
Fellas, we did Secret Santa over the on Christmas Day, actually.
Did
You'd be
you?
surprised to know. And I got a pie maker.
Did you?
It was a $30 limit. The pie maker was $120 down to $30 and some sale. And it
Wow.
makes 2 little toasty pie style pies.
Yeah.
And we made one. We had nachos the night before, or a couple of nights prior. So we got
You
some of the
tell me
nacho
you
mints.
made a nacho
We made a
pie.
nacho pie.
Right.
Put some
What
cheese
an
in it.
animal.
And it was delicious. Not as good as the Hauraki jalapeno
Oh,
pie.
God,
Yeah,
no.
yeah,
Dad's pies. Yeah,
Jeez,
that's what's up.
You've got flash Secret Santas. We have like a $5 limit on ours.
Ours was 30. We should maybe do a bit of, we're going to do a bit of gift chat anyway,
I'll
aren't
do that
we?
later on in the
Yeah,
show.
we'll do that. Well, yeah, why don't we do that later in the show?
Yeah, sounds good,
It's
man.
almost over, but yeah.
The Hauraki Big Show. Weekdays from 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Well, there you go, you mad bastards. That's your Wednesday show done and dusted. We've got over the hump. We're going to the downward slide for the week. Mogi, what are you up to tonight, mate?
Well, I'll get home, man, and I'll probably check out. I think my wife was planning on buying a paddling pool
Right.
for my daughter, because my daughter, she's got a few loves. One is watching TV.
I know one.
One is eating ice cream.
Ice cream.
Yes.
And one is swimming and being in the water. She was in tears, and without a word of a lie, in tears today because she hadn't been swimming for a day.
Yes.
She loves the water, and so it's a real pain in the ass taking her to the beach or to a swimming pool or anything like that, because I'm back at work, the wife's back at work.
Yes.
So the wife said, look, why don't we just get a paddling pool and see how that goes. So
Yeah.
I'll get home and either see how it's been put together. I'm hoping I'll get home and it's all done.
Yes.
God forbid I have to lend a hand.
Look, just on that front, because I mentioned earlier in the week, that my wife and I got into the habit of going for a swim every day over the summer, which was really nice.
Yeah, skinny dipping.
Absolutely. And I was reminded again, because there's a lot of kids there, of course, just how much kids love swimming. My girls were the same. They stay in the water till they're like purple or blue. You know what I mean? You just cannot get them out of it.
Yeah.
So I totally get that. Keyzie, what are you up to?
Oh, I was just going to go home, have dinner with my wife. Tonight we're having flatbreads with little koftas, like little meatball things.
Yeah, I know the ones.
With
Yeah, I
yogurt.
know what a kofta is,
Yeah.
mate.
It's like a little meatball.
Yes.
Pork mince.
Is it a spicy meatball?
Hopefully.
Yeah.
But we'll be putting some sweet chili on, a bit of hummus. And then we'll be eating those.
Yeah.
And then we'll go for a walk, which
Will
apparently...
you have any crackers?
Not with the koftas, no. Mogi. We'll go for a walk. We did some research. It helps with digestion and it's good for your blood sugar after dinner. So we'll be doing that. What are you up to tonight, Jase? Jase.
Well, I tell you what, it's been a pleasure bringing you the show this Wednesday afternoon. Make sure you check out the podcast. Also, check out the Instagram account. Till tomorrow. See you later.